Coach, we're 7 practices in. Can you give us kind of a overall assessment of where you think the UND defense is thus far in camp?
Okay, we're making some strides here. Guys that are coming along here that are new in the program are fighting and finally starting to make their first steps here, which is good. Veterans now starting to fine-tune their skills a little bit. Guys that have played a lot of football, kind of a little ahead right now, which is good, but obviously there's still stuff that they're working on. But the young guys are starting to elevate themselves up a little bit, learning and making progress there, which is good.
Now that you're 7 practices in, can you give us a few names? How about a few names of guys that you think stood out thus far, kind of making a stride, making a run for that number 1, or hold on to their number 1 spot?
Yeah. Up front, Tank Harris and Mason Bennett, both have been guys that stood out right away. Obviously, guys that have played a ton of football, so they're a little ahead there. Still working on their craft, getting better there. Outsides, guys have a ton of experience there that have really shown up. Tanner Palmberg, Jade Lawrence, Jackson Turner have all made big strides. Austin Gordon's been a nice surprise out there with him moving over from running back. He's a reckless guy out there. Inside's lots of bodies right now. They're still progressing and learning, which is good. Coach Riles is doing a great job with those guys. They're getting lined up, getting us lined up, doing a good job communicating. And then in the back row, it's the veterans at corner that have really shown up. Evan Holm, he's really been solid for us early on here. Deion's getting back. He's working off the rust a little bit here on things. He's getting acclimated to playing football again. It's been a calendar year since he's done it. And then at safeties, we got about 4 or 5 bodies there that we're rotating in, trying to find guys that are good fits and good communicators back there. So they're a work in progress there as well, but guys are making strides there. Jordan Kennedy's done a good job there at safety of leading and doing a good job of learning.
Speaking of Deion, he gets your All-American cornerback, but like you said, coming off an Achilles injury. Do you think he's where you need to be right now, but is there still some work to be done because of the how severe that injury was?
Sure. Physically, he's probably there. It's the rust of not playing football in 12 months, probably the big thing, because at cornerback, that's a field position. You got to be able to react and play football out there, and that's probably where he's got to really accelerate himself at here. He's got to do a good job of learning again. He's got to understand how he's got to make plays and leverage and all those things. So that's probably where he's lacking a little bit of anywhere. Physically, I think he's good to go. It's just now being able to play at a high level again. He's really got to keep working hard to get to the where he was at before, because it's been a while since he was at that level.
Now, what I like to call the freshman 4, you get 4 games to play your freshman players, or the guys who haven't redshirted, if you want to. Do you guys have a philosophy defensively? I spoke to Coach Rudolph. He kind of gave me his philosophy. Do you guys know how you're going to kind of handle that yet, or is it just a week-by-week thing?
Well, we've talked a little bit about it, kind of guys. We've kind of preached to those young guys, hey, we're going to use every weapon we got on every Saturday. So if your time comes, you got to be ready, because it could be week 1, week 2 here with some of those guys. We were even thinking about kind of, hey, we got a plan of attack for down the road even, where we keep working with them, and then maybe weeks 4, 5, and 6, we'll start playing them then when they've started to get comfortable within the defense. So yeah,
okay.
It's a huge asset for us. It's going to be another weapon to be able to use guys at different times, and you got to plan like you're going to use everyone at some point in the year, and then they got to keep planning that way accordingly to themselves and preparing them down the road here.